Hey guys, Forsaken Reality here. We're going to be doing something a little different than I usually do today. I'll be starting a multiplayer RPG tutorial series where I'll go over things such as animations, attacking, AI, quests, skills, classes, and a bunch of other things. And I'll make sure to do it all in multiplayer. First thing I'm going to do though is set up the project. I just set up a blank third-person project here, and I'm using Unreal Engine 4.26 for this. And I'm gonna go and do the basic setup that I normally do when I download a blank project. Okay, so first things first, I'm just gonna delete this and go into the mannequin, select two of these. I always like to use this folder as my main one. Move here. And you want to fix up redirectors while you're doing this. Now you can delete the mannequin folder. Third person. Gonna go to maps and create and pull the geometry folder into maps. So that the geometry is in there. And I'm gonna move the meshes from in this meshes folder in the third person to geometry, third meshes. And I'm going to fix up redirectors, save. Didn't really need to do that, but better safe than sorry. So the geometry folder can go. Third person folder can go. Then you should be just left with this one. The blueprints, I like to do character folder and do game mode folder. And I like to gotta fix up redirectors. Animations, just gonna make a folder in here, default, for the default animation. So I'm gonna save this out here because I might use this. Pretty sure I will. And up some more, say blueprint. Meshes. Move character into meshes. You don't have to do this, by the way, it's just my setup that I personally like. So, meshes. I'm just gonna leave that like there for now until I make some of those. We'll do that later. Blueprints all done, animations all done, and that should be everything I think, except for. And now I'm just gonna rename this PG tutorial. So I give it my own name. Okay, now that that's all done, we will begin getting a few different things and pulling it into the project. Everything I bring into this project will be free, so I won't be using any paid assets to make it a little bit easier for everybody. So we're going to want to go into our Epic Games launcher. If you don't already have, I'm going to use some animations from ALS. If you don't already have ALS, then you can download it for free. I'm just gonna create project. Just gonna pause it here while I create a project quick, just to take down some video time. I'll be back when it's created. You'll also want to create the project in Unreal Engine 4.23 or earlier, or you'll get Advanced Locomotion V4. Once you get that, you're going to want to load it up. We're not going to be using anything else here but the animations. mainly because I like the locomotion it gives you. And I'll show you how to set up the blend spaces and everything like that on your own. So we want to go to Advanced Locomotion, Character, Mannequin, and right click, Animate folder, I think. Yep. So right click this, Migrate. Okay. Yeah, we're in version 4.23. So I'm gonna quickly yeah, I'm gonna quickly reload the project. Close out of that library. Show folder. And I'm gonna right click, switch Unreal version to 4.26. Load that up. Now that I've already created in 4.23, I still have ALS v3. Now I can get the animations. Migrate. So from here I can uncheck. Just gonna close down some of these so it looks like this. We're not gonna need any blueprints. We're gonna need this, just the animations. I take the footstep audios. No, because I'm gonna set up a whole new footstep system. I think I'll just do just the animations and okay. And put that in my content folder. Select. That should give me just the ALS animations, and it should be, when you look into them, you'll load them up, they'll be black. Like this, so you just select every animation, right click them, target, non-existing, and then you didn't do this already. I don't think I did either. I don't know why it's not. But let's say your target manager humanoid. I don't think we need to do that for these animations right now, but I'm gonna go through them all, right click for target, and select this. Let's grab all, right click target. Let's do these for all of them. I might not use all of these animations. I'm just gonna get them all. This one right here, you can unselect by Control Shift clicking, and then Control clicking this one. Target all of them except for that one. It's already done. Transition. Target all of these. Here. Get that one. Target. Shift clicking on the first and last. Just doing this to make sure they're all black. Target. So we'll target two of these two just because they're there. Target these. Stops. Target all these. And turn place. Target all these. Okay, so once you have that done, you want to save all of that. So now we should have all of the ALS animation working fine. I'll check a couple of them. Okay, so now that that's done, we have this extra ALS folder with some animations in it. And this one, just gonna name it ALS anims for now. These will be like the unequipped animations and some lower bodies maybe, since I'm just gonna select all these in the animations folder. And put those in ALS animations. Yes. Just thinking about it for a second there. And then you want to fix up redirectors and save and all that good stuff. Double check, make sure everything's gone. So now you can delete this ALS folder. Okay. So my engine's actually glitching out right now. I can see this in the video, the delete, but on my actual screen it's not there. It's kind of weird how it actually shows up in the video. I can use the video to see that. I don't know if anybody else has come across that problem, or like building a blueprint and you can't see everything if I click, but it does show up in video, so I literally can't show anybody this. Anyways, I can't see what I'm clicking, but that ALS folder. Just gonna pause and reload my engine. Okay, now that that's done, notice that when I reload my game, my map doesn't load. That's because you go into your project settings, maps. I think you might have to reset to see this, because I think it might actually show that it's still there. You can just set the game mode. I'm gonna go to blueprints, game mode, name this RPG and this for game mode. Save. Name that again to GM. I'm gonna rename the character to BP Master Character. Set redirectors and save animation. Master animation blueprint. Oh, let's go in BP. And that's the animations, and next we will set up the blend spaces and the animation blueprint. We're going to need a few things because the default animation blueprint doesn't have a few useful things right off the hop, such as if you go into your event graph, you notice that it's only speed but no direction, so we'll need to set that up. Really easy to do. Okay, so to do that, first we'll need a new variable called direction. I'll make that a float. Tag that I set player controller. City. Actually, again, this looks more clean. Get control. Patient. To calculate. Correct. Plug this in. And that should be it for the direction. Flat. Comment. Direction. Now that we have our direction, we can set up our blend spaces properly. We're going to initialize and blueprint initialize. Going to pass to master character. Just to create a reference, and this only will create the reference once when the animation blueprint initializes, rather than creating it every single frame. Click promote the variable character. Set okay. Also, one more thing I'm gonna do way before I get anywhere else. I don't like this color. Probably fix it up. But you can go into editor preferences and then go just type in comment. You can have your comments show up whatever color you want, like a darker. Makes them look more transparent. So then you type C, comments are this color rather than this color. Compile and save this. Now we have a character reference. We'll use that quite a bit. Also, for another little bit of setup on the tutorial folder, click. See how it's folder data. And here we will have structures and data tables. One structure I'm just going to create will be the stance structure, which will determine if the player is holding a sword, one-handed, two-handed, has a shield, has nothing equipped. Actually, and I don't know. Stuff. Sorry about that. Yeah, need them first. Stances. Structure. This E under stances. Open that up and just create a few default stances and make an unequipped stance, which would be held, basically just the hand. No hand. And sword.
You can add more like jewelry, different things. Like I'll put an A in. That's just a quick stand setup. It isn't in use yet, but it will be. Basically, everything to do with the animation. So now we're going to start working on some of the blend spaces. So we want to. I'm just going to put it in my ALS anims folder for now. I'll do a little more organization after. Right click, animations, and then blend space. It's going to be the walking blend space. Let's see, when I put horizontal. Horizontal will be negative 180. 180. And speed. Let's go 0 to whatever you want our max speed to be for walking only, not running. And low up to 50. You want to look for ALS, N for neutral, 1. ALS neutral forward, left. I think I'm going to need more direction. Let's put this up to 10. Okay. Forward left, 45. Forward right, 45. Right is 8. 90. Ten there because weird spacing. Right. Forward right should be over here, so forward left. Backwards 35. Sorry, backwards left. And then backwards left 135. And backwards. Backwards over there. Backwards right. Backwards right 135. And with the speed interpolation of it, let's only look at this on 0.2 so it doesn't instantly start and stop. So that's the walking. I'm going to go into your animation blueprint. Alt, idle. You want to look up your new blend space. Plug the speed in. Get rid of this. It's garbage now. Speed and direction into there. And I think there might be some things off with speed. Yeah, I didn't set the idle. So we're gonna wanna blend. There's a reason I didn't put the idle into the blend space because I want the idle additive to work with it. I'll probably change this up after, make it a little more neat. But for now, this is good enough. So you want to check for if the speed equal to 0. So basically, if you're not moving. And if it's not equal to 0, it means you are moving. And if it's not, you want to do ALS idle additive. And that'll give you the breathing. The speeds are obviously off there. You want to go into your blueprints, character, DP master character, and camera movement. I'll check out those areas in a second. And you want to pull this and pull this. It's back to 360. I think that should. No, there's still a problem. Oh, yeah. Kind of. In your animation blueprint, I put the player controller there. I never meant to do that. But you plug it into Get pawn owner, or your character reference would work as well. Probably change that to the character reference. And the direction should be fine now. Okay. Uh, 1 second. Haha, just spotted it wrong here. I'm pretty sure this is not supposed to be get the control rotation. This is supposed to be actor rotation. And this should give me proper direction and walking. Speeds are obviously off because they're being set in the player. But we have directional walking. I'm going to cut this video off now, and in the next video I will finish up the running blend space and start on a few other things, such as importing some animations. I'm thinking I'm going to go with Mixamo unless I can find another source of free melee animations. Also, if you have any suggestions on something you'd like to maybe see in this tutorial series, please feel free to leave a comment or join my Discord and let me know. If you have any problems, you can let me know in the Discord as well. This video dragged on a little bit longer than I was expecting it to. So that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.